Welcome to our first Zoom call. I'm excited. Not that you can tell. Um, like I said, we're going to go over the invite, and I'm going to start screen sharing right now. I'm not going to say what it was. So here you go.
Which is Jonathan Taylor here. Today's video is about inviting. Not how to invite, but when to invite. I see a lot of coaches, what they do is they spend too much time building a relationship. This business is about relationship, but I've seen coaches not send an invite or ask someone to join their challenge group 3 months, even 6 months later. You know, I'm here to tell you that you can actually turn every single interaction that you have into an invite. Okay? Now, there are 3 main interactions that I'm going to go over where you can recognize where you can turn it into an invite. Okay? So, number 1. Your social media advertisement. What's the social media advertisement? This is where you say something, you go out onto Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, and you say, hey, everyone, I have a fitness challenge starting in the next couple of weeks. If you're interested in losing 10 to 15 pounds over the next 30, 60, or 90 days, or however you want to put out your advertisement, when they like, comment, or message you, you have the ability to go to them and start your conversation, build the rapport, and then do your invite. So that's number 1. Number 2, someone asks you a question. So if you go to someone and they turn the conversation to fitness or nutrition or beach body or anything health and fitness related, or someone just comes to you and they ask you questions about fitness, health, nutrition, beach body, etc. If they get to 4, 5, 6 questions, too much. For me, I can turn the first question, I answer the question if someone asks me, I answer their question, and I turn it right into an invite. Okay? I'll be showing you how to do that in future videos. Number 3. The contact list. So, when you're going through your contact list, start the conversation, build the rapport. As the conversation dies down, you can send your invite. I'm telling you, I've done this for a long time. I've worked the 5 steps, and I've built the rapport and the relationship, and I did the whole thing. And I've recognized that a lot of coaches think that building a relationship is talking with them and letting time pass. Talking with them, letting time pass. I'm telling you, if you are going through one of these 3 mediums, those are the 3 most common that you can recognize. I'm telling you, when you see future videos about how to transition into an invite, you'll see how common and how the more you do it, the more comfortable you will be, because you can actually turn every interaction into an invite. Hey coaches, Jonathan Schlanger here. Okay, so we are going over the invitation process. Step 1, invite, and we're doing it via your contact list. This is not how you do it through your social media announcement or your if someone comes to ask you a question about fitness, health, nutrition, body, etc. Okay, and by working your contact list, this is structure, control, and I'm telling you, you're gonna have the most fun in your life. So the better you get at this, you learn this quick, you learn it fast, and the more you practice, the better you get. Guess what? You're going to be able to help more people get fit, physically, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Okay? So how do we do this? You get out your list. You have 10 names to your list. And the first thing you do is you got your conversation started. Just a quick step back. Go through your whole entire Facebook. 9 out of 100 people have Facebook. Put it in alphabetical order. Watch the video on how to do that. Put it in alphabetical order and 10 names to your list. Send out your conversation starters, add 10 more. conversation starters. That's a quick side note. So, send out a conversation starter. Very basic. Hi, Kristen. How are you? That's it. Remember, this is a dialogue. We're not talking at people. We're talking with people. Okay? So you get the conversation going. Next, what you want to do is you want to build rapport, right? And you need to build a connection to people, right? By having rapport, you're building trust, building a relationship with people, and that gets them, comfortable with doing that. How do we do that? We do it via form. But form is how you build a relationship. Form stands for, it's an acronym, family, occupation, recreation, and message. Right? You are, in this way to work in contact with, building a connection and rapport, I'm about to show you what you're going to do, so you don't have to fish, and you're going to get them to tell you. Very easy. Okay? You're going to ask the question, how was your weekend? They're going to tell you, I went to the movies with my wife. Or, I had to work all weekend. Or, I went to the ball game. It was a lot of fun. I went to go with my friends. Right there. So, that's what you're going to use form is. Form is, in this building rapport and connection, is a topic of conversation that 99% of people talk about. Okay? So, you have your conversation starter. Oh, and with this, if it's a Monday or Tuesday, you're basically going to say, how was your weekend? If it's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, what do you do this coming weekend? And if it's a Saturday and Sunday, we're just going to be like, how's the weekend going? What have you been doing? What are you doing this weekend? Okay? And then, and here's the key, once the conversation slows down, once you're talking about that one topic, you don't need to go into more than one, unless they have this dire urge to do it. Once the conversation slows, the conversation dies down, right? Then you can do a transition statement into your data. That's the point of impact that you want to do, okay? So as the conversation dies down, all you have to do is say, by the way, I have a fitness challenge starting in a couple weeks. Are you interested? Say it again. By the way, I have a fitness challenge starting in the next couple weeks. Are you interested? All we want is, yeah, sure, what is it? That's the type of response you're going to get. But that only works if you have that connection and have built the rapport. The last thing you want to do on this doesn't work. Go to your contact list and say, hey, John, I have a fitness challenge starting in the next couple of weeks. Are you interested? Sales, man. Not doing that. I'm telling you. If you do it this way, you're effective, guess what? You'll be able to invite more people to your challenge group. Now, there's two phrases that I use. I use by the way in my transition statement, or, I was just thinking. Sometimes I even use them together. By the way, I was just thinking. And that allows you to transition. That's what the transition statement does. It allows you to stop a conversation, go in a completely different direction, and you can go right into your invite. So, step one, the invitation, your contact list, you're going to do a conversation starter, which is your, hey, John, how are you? You're going to make a connection and build rapport, use the form. You're going to do that by asking, how was your weekend? And then you're going to go deep into that. Then you're going to use a transition statement and go into your invite. I was just thinking, I have a fitness challenge starting in the next couple of weeks. Are you interested? That's step one, you need to take up the invitation process.
Okay, so before we start the next one, when it comes to the by the way part, I don't do that. I do say I was thinking, but I leave the just out, because if you say I was just thinking, then suddenly they start thinking, okay. And it doesn't sound as smooth as, so I was thinking, I have a group coming up or whatever. I actually even use this if I'm asking for referrals. I'll be like, so I was thinking I have a challenge coming up. I want to help so many people. Do you possibly know anybody? I don't just say, by the way, because I don't want them to think that they're an afterthought or it was an afterthought, because it's still something that I'm pointedly asking. So anyways, continuing.
Hey, coaches, Jonathan Slanger here. This is step one of the invitation process. For this one is inviting when, two scenarios, someone comes to you and asks you a question that is fitness, health, nutrition, or Beachbody related. Or you go to someone, or you're talking with someone, and they change the subject, to fitness, health, nutrition, and Beachbody. There are times where, people come to me, this was in the past, people had come to me and asked me like all these questions, like, how do I know how many calories to eat? How many, what macro percentage should I be eating? Is celery good to help me lose weight? Is insanity bad for my knees? And they'll start asking all these questions, right? I wouldn't know anything about the person, right? I'd go through all these questions and all these explanations, and then I kind of, if I would even invite them at that time, because I'd been talking for so long, answering their questions, trying to help them. There's no, if I try to invite them, no, I'm good, thanks. You already got all their information, right? You already talked to them, right? So if someone asks you a question, this is one, maybe two. For me, it's one. If someone comes in and asks me, is insanity a great product, right? I'm going to give them an answer. It's going to be a short answer. Yeah, it's great. And I'll go into, this is where kind of step 1 and 2 kind of interlink. Because step 2, we start asking about their goals and their why. But you need to ask this question to transition the conversation to number 1, take control of the conversation, and number 2, to find out what they want, right? And by asking this question, it'll allow to transition to an invite, okay? So let's say you came to me and you said, hey, John, is P90X a good program to help me lose weight? I would say, yeah, I lost 51 pounds doing it. But let me ask you a question. What are your fitness goals? Okay? I'm not in the invite yet, and I'm also not really going deep into the emotional why. So they're going to tell me, well, I'm kind of overweight. My pants are starting to get a little tight on me. I need to lose about 10 to 15 pounds. Okay? Right when they give you the answer to their goal, right, you can transition right into the invite. Okay? And you can say it in a way where it's a smooth transition. I'll go over transitions in a moment. But this transition is, I'll go over transitions in the contact list invite video. But the transition is just like, once they answer you, yeah, I'm looking to lose about 10 to 15 pounds. The transition sounds like, that's funny. I actually have a fitness challenge starting in the next 2 or 3 weeks, or at the end of the month, or whenever your challenge is starting. I actually have a fitness challenge starting in the next couple of weeks. You interested? Well, yeah, what kind of challenge? Wow, you just did an invite, right? Now you can move on to step 2, and you change the dynamic again. Once from it being them asking the question, you ask them about their goals, you talk about your challenge briefly. Now you put it back on them for step 2. So the transition, the minute someone asks you a question, you answer it. You don't need to hide anything. If someone comes to me and say, how much is that Shakeology shake that you drink? It's $4.33 a shake. Or some people say 130. Oh, that's too expensive, they say. Well, let me ask you a question. What are your fitness goals? Well, I'm looking to lose 10 to 15 pounds. Oh, funny, I have a fitness challenge starting in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Would you possibly be interested? Yeah, what's it about? And then you move into step 2. The question about Shakeology and the cost and them saying it's too expensive, not even a question like that. As you're learning step 2, I can't even have a conversation with anybody about Shakeology or anything until I get the emotional why. Because then it'll be logic talking about logic. You really can't move forward there. So step 1 invite, when someone comes to you and asks you a question that's fitness related, health, nutrition, Beachbody, or you're talking with someone and they change the subject, and they ask you a question, give them a short answer, ask them what their goal is, do the invite, and then move on to step 2. Hey, coaches.
I cannot see you. Hold on.
Jonathan Schwanger here. Okay, today's video is.
Are you still there?
Yeah, Zach was trying to get you to smile.
Oh, I can't see anything. So, hold on.
You're not getting away with it.
I'm going to stop sharing for a second.
Well, he was behind me doing this, and Trying to get you to
Yeah, he's being recorded doing that. So no. So before we move on to any other parts, was there any questions you had from the first couple videos? Anything that
Sorry, my phone. I'm
That's
going.
okay.
I didn't have any questions. It's kind of the same thing, but in an easier form to follow. Like it breaks it down a little bit more simple.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I liked about it, because when they first talked about inviting, it was like this big complicated thing, and I'm like, it doesn't have to be. So when they, I think it was Quentin or Darren posted this a couple months ago. I loved it. I took like pages of notes off of this. So anyways, we're probably not going to finish all of these videos tonight. I think there's 5 more. Depends on how long they are. Probably not, because I want to keep the call to like half an hour. So,
Hey coaches, Jonathan Schwanger here. Okay, today's video is about step 1 of the invitation process. The
sorry, I'm
invite.
going to share screen just a second.
Any invite that there's some type of connection before building first. But this happens to be the quickest and fastest way that you can do an invite. So the first thing that you do, whatever you do, is either Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any of the social media platforms, do our announcement for challenge group. And this is just getting an indication of people who are interested. One thing I should note is that if you do it in Facebook, it's great, and it's the best way to do it, and the fastest. If you do it in any other social platform, 2 things to remember. Number 1, the goal is to move them over to Facebook first, and then have a conversation. And number 2, unless you have a big following, and this is what some coaches don't understand, they use social media as advertising media. That's not what it is. Social media, right? So there are some people I've seen that have 30 or 40 followers on Instagram, and then they're announcing all these challenge groups. I'm thinking to myself, who are you talking to? Like, what's going on? So that's just a quick side note. Okay, so getting an invite. The first thing you do is your announcement, right? So this is the type of thing where you say something like, hey guys, if you're looking to lose 5 to 10 pounds in the next 30 days, click like on this status, comment below, or message. Okay, like the status, comment below, or message. And that's on Facebook or in Instagram or Twitter. A lot of people also just comment below or message me. But the key is when you're doing your invitation, you do it in a private message on Facebook. That's key. You don't want to do it on a wall. You don't want to do it in Twitter and Instagram out in the open in public. You want to do it in private. Okay, that's key. And the first thing you do, once you get that indication of interest, let's say John Smith, he likes your status or your picture with your advertisement. It's always good to do a picture with your announcement. You need to have a conversation starter. So I go to John Smith's Facebook profile page. I click on message, and I start with my conversation starter. Hey, John, how are you? They're going to say back to me, I'm great, Jonathan. How are you doing? Right? And this is the one time where you can transition immediately. So once you do that, you have that. This is the time where you need a mini connection, which is your conversation starter. Hi, John. How are you? I'm great, Jonathan. I'm great. How are you, Jonathan? I'm fantastic. So you liked my status about the challenge. You're interested, right? And they give you a positive note saying, yeah, what's it about? Okay? So that's as simple as the invitation can be. You're not saying challenge group. You're saying challenge. You don't want to describe what a challenge group is. You're like, yeah, what's a challenge group? Wait till step 3. That's what step 3 is for. But if you have that immediate transition and they say, yeah, I'm interested, what's it about? You're going to move right into step 2, finding out their why, which finds out about them, gets them to talk, and change the whole dynamic from our challenge group to your challenge group as a coach to your prospectors. Remember, this is a relationship business. It's all about them. So the invite has to be done or can be done immediately in a private message after your social media announcement. Okay, so you have that mini connection and hey coaches, Jonathan Schlanger here. So today's video is about step 2 of the invitation process, the emotional why. This, in my opinion, is the most important step in the entire invitation process. Why? Well, this is what gets people to take action, okay? This is what's going to help people take action to enroll in our challenges, to get the tools that we recommend to actually help change their life. It's also self-motivation for them to actually take the action and to keep them going. And it's also for you, for when you feel that they're starting to fall off track, to remind them of their why, to get them to keep going, okay? So there's 7 questions that we're going to ask. Number 1, what is your goal? What are you looking to achieve? Number 2, why do you want to achieve that goal? Number 3, is there anything stopping you right now from, achieving your goal? Number 4, when do you want to achieve your goal? It needs to be a time frame. Number 5, I wrote feel and not. The question is, how would you feel if you didn't achieve that goal? A lot of coaches that I've taught this to, they take the not part out, right? And they say, how would you feel if when you got to your goal? You can ask that in conversation, but when you're going in the order of these questions, you want to know how they were feeling if they don't reach the goal. Because then they're going to start bringing up some feelings of either the past or something they're worried about in the future, okay? And then one of the most important questions, and I'm going to start this, because this is where you're going to spend most time in the step. Why would you feel that way? Okay? And this changes the thoughts in the prospect's mind from thoughts to actual feelings. And they start bringing up the feelings, but now it starts getting a little deeper, okay? And that's what you want. You want them, you really want to understand what's going on in their past. What are they worried about in the future? And you need to move them into this emotional state, right, in order for them to take action. It's known that people buy on emotion and justify with logic, okay? So this is what's going to get them to take action, and this is what's going to help you. This is where you're going to see if there's any trust and strength in the relationship, okay? Because you've made the entire process about them, when you built the relationship in the beginning, before you sent the initial invite, and while you're going through the why, the entire line of questioning, the whole interaction is about them. When you make people feel important, feel special, that's how you build in a relationship. And when you start asking these questions, you're really digging in to what's going on with them, and they feel that. And then guess what? Now they're feeling close to you, they're feeling strength in the relationship, and they trust you, right? That's what you want, right? Because our goal is to help people change their life for the better. And that's what we're doing. We need this step. We need that trust. We need that strength in the relationship, that connection, right? Which will allow us to do that. Now, I put a couple bullet points here, okay? We talked about taking action, right? But while you're going into this step or any of this, right? Never assume, right? Even with the goals. I've had people tell me, well, my goal is to lose weight for their wedding. I want to lose weight for my wedding. Why do you want to lose weight? Because, I'll look better in my wedding dress. Great. And then they send out the video, right? It's the video, right? And then I ask the coaches, they send out the video or whatever it is. But I ask them, well, what is their why? Well, they want to lose weight for their wedding, so they can feel good in their wedding dress. And then I ask them why. And they start coming up with their own answers. Okay? Because not about what you think, it's about what they think. Everybody has their own reason for wanting to get to the right place, or look good on or to stop taking their medication or whatever the reason. Never assume why they want to look good in the right place or whatever their goal. Okay. Now, when you're going through this process here, the why they would feel like that. So someone could say, how would you feel if you did not reach that goal? Guess what? They're going to say something, oh, I would feel sad, I would feel disgusting, I would feel horrible about myself. Why don't you like when you see in the mirror that you feel that you don't look good now? Like what's going on? Like, we're just two humans having a conversation. We're having a dialogue. And this is key right here. Must use the exact words that they tell you. The exact words that they tell you is for a reason. Number one, I can say, I'm sad. You could say, you're hurt. You'd be hurt. They can kind of maybe mean the same thing, but the thoughts are abstract, right? So if you're putting words into the client's mind, it doesn't have that direct association. Because I could say the word sad, you can use the word sad, and they can have completely different associations because of my life experiences, your life experiences, and everybody else's life experiences. So you need to use the exact words that they say. Oh, I'm feeling sad. Why would you feel sad? Oh, because I don't like what I look like. I don't like how I look in the mirror. Why? I don't like it because I don't feel good about myself. What you don't want to do is say, they say, I feel sad. I don't know how you feel sad, or let's use a different example. I would feel disgusted. Well, why would you not like what you look like? I didn't like what I look like. I just didn't feel disgusted. I would feel disgusted. It's hard to change the dynamic of the interaction. So the key is to use the exact words that they're using. And then once you finally get their emotional why, their emotional why is normally something from the past or something that they're worried about in the future. 9 times out of 10 it's from the past, though. Once you get that why, you'll feel it. You'll know it. You'll know it's a feeling, something that's a shocker, right? It's hard for people to actually tell you. Why? Because it's normally buried or suppressed something from their past. The next question, number 7, is: you want to do this by yourself, or will you let me help you? Okay? Do you want to do this by yourself, or will you let me help you? Once you get their why, there's trust and there's strength there, and they're in a mini emotional state. They don't want to do it by themselves. They're there, they build trust in a relationship with you. They want your help. And the goal is to get them to say, yes, I want your help, which allows you to move into step 3. Hey, coaches, Jonathan Schlanger here. Okay, so today's video is about step 3 of the invitation process. Good.
I'm trying to. Oh, okay. Okay, so we have an option. We can keep going or we can stop for tonight. There's this video and then 3 more. I mean, it's up to you.
I don't have any hot dates tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zachary. Okay, we'll keep going then. I mean, it shouldn't take, most of the videos are like 4 to 5 minutes long, so it shouldn't take too long.
Okay.
All right.
Party tools. What's the third party tool? It's not you giving someone information, okay? So just gotten their emotional why. The first thing that you need to do is bring them back to their initial goal that they told you in like the first or second question. So repeat their goal, right? and then you say, check out this video, and you send them the ever feel like this video. There's actually two other options that you can give them, but that's in another video, which is the same as this video, step 3, but it's more in depth. But for this video, we're just going to go over everything like this. And then once they watch the video, it doesn't matter what they say, if they object or if they have buy-in, you want to get a yes out of them. So you say, pretty cool video, right? Or another phrase that will get them to kind of buy in about the video, not about the challenge. That's what you want. Okay? So what that looks like is, you've just gotten their multiple one and say, Kristen, you just, I can tell you're serious about, getting in shape for your wedding. Okay? Check out this video about the challenge. And this is the first time that they're hearing about what the challenge is. Okay? So you send them the Ever Feel Like This video, and the Ever Feel Like This video explains everything. The Beachbody program, Facebook group, Shakeology, coach, explains everything in a nice infomercial way. And infomercials are a great way to present exactly what's going on. So now, one of the biggest questions that I get, I'm going to answer it here, is I send out the link and then I hear crickets. Okay? That happens for 2 reasons. Most of the time, it happens because they didn't get their emotional why and they're not engaged. Okay? Number 2, guess what? Not everybody just sits at their computer all day or stares at their phone all day. That they do, but you get the idea. They're busy at work, they're with the kids, everything's going on, right? So normally, if I'm in an interaction with someone, probably I'll wait. Since the video is only 3 minutes long, you ever feel like this video? I'll follow up with the question: did the link work? It's such a great question. You and I both know that the link works, right? But what happens, right? If they've watched the video, yeah, the link worked. Yeah. If they didn't watch the video, they'll say, no, I didn't get a chance to look at it. And that gives you a reason to follow up with them. But if they say, yes, yeah, the link worked. Well, that's a pretty cool video, right? Yeah. Okay, move to step 4. You're not asking them to say, yeah, are you going to do the challenge or not? You're just asking about the video. If they say, no, I haven't checked it out yet, check it out and I'll follow up with you tomorrow. You've already got their emotional why. The hard part is over. So when you follow up with them, this is actually pretty cool. When you follow up with them, you're actually thinking about the feelings that you brought up, and they can sleep on it, and the chances of success increase even more. So step 3, send out the third-party tool. You ever feel like this video? Hey coaches, Jonathan Schwenger here. So today's video is about step 4, reinforcement. And I am going to reinforce why it's important. Number 2 things that you're giving to your prospect. Number 1, you're repeating your why. And number 2, you're repeating exactly what was just said in the Ever Feel Like This video or one of the other 2 videos. Okay? So the way you present it to your prospect is, just remember, they just watched the Ever Feel Like This video. Pretty cool video, right? And you got them to buy in that it was a great video. And then it's basically a copy and paste of, step 4. That's it. Okay, nothing more to question all this. It's basically you just saying, okay, Barbie, I can definitely tell you ready to do this program and be part of this challenge group because you want to stay young, feel sexy, so that you have no worry and you have the confidence and the strength for you and the no worry that your spouse will leave you. So, and then you just repeat stuff that was in the video. So here's the deal. It's simple. The program, the challenge is for 30 days, for example. It's for 30 days. You're going to press play, drink Shakeology, and be part of an accountability group. You're going to do everything on your own time, your own schedule, and you're just going to check in each day. If you have any questions, you post it on the wall. How does that sound? And that's key too. The question, and this is one of the best questions, how does that sound? Fantastic question. Why? Practically always gets a yes. Why? Because they're not going to say, oh, it hurts my ears, right? How does that sound? Sounds great. I've even had people object at step 2 and 3 for the cost of Shakeology, and all of a sudden, I tell them about step 4. Guess what? Now that sounds great. Then I can move into qualifying. Okay. So remember, reinforcement, their why, and the information that was just stated. So it may sound a little redundant for people who are new, but it's reinforcement. One from the video standpoint that told them all about it, and then when you tell them, now it's reinforcement from you. So now they're hearing it twice. Hey coaches, Jonathan Schlanger here. So today's video is about step 4B, qualifying. So once you get the buy-in from the prospect about this sounding like something that's great, because you ask them, how does that sound? They said, great. Now you have to qualify. Which program are you going to give them? Okay. So it's a very simple procedure that I go through a line of questioning, right? And the first question that I ask is, do you have any weights? Like a set of dumbbells or a pull-up bar. What that does is that it allows you to kind of guide where you're going to go with resistance programs, just cardio, or combination of both. Okay, so if they say yes, I have sets of weights and a pull-up bar. Well, what do you have? And this will kind of guide you whether you're going to recommend P90X3 or Body Piece. If they don't have a set of dumbbells and a pull-up bar, the follow-up question is, can you get some? Okay? If they can, if they're willing to go out and get a couple dumbbells and a pull-up bar, I recommend P90X3. If they're not willing, I'm not going to make them spend a whole bunch of money and get all these weights and all that. So, then I'll recommend a cardio program like T25 or PiYo. Okay? So, I have another video that explains the reason behind all of that. I'm not going to get too much detail here. But once you kind of qualify them for the program that they're going to do, right, then you have to send them a promo video, okay? The promo video or a mini infomercial. The way you do that is, let's say you recommend P90X3. They have to know what the program is, right? So you can just go to YouTube, type in whatever the program is into the search field, so the program name plus Team Beachbody. So P90X3, Team Beachbody, T25, Team Beachbody, PiYo, Team Beachbody, Body Beast, Team Beachbody, and all the different promos will come up, or mini infomercials. No longer than 2 minutes. It's either 1 or 2 minutes for each of the videos. And that is something that will get the prospect excited about the program that you're recommending. So that's how I qualify in step 4. Hey coaches, Jonathan Schlanger here. Today's video is about step 5 of the invitation process, the choice. What is the choice? The choice is between being a retail client or having a coach account. The way I've positioned it to my prospects is, okay, so the challenge group is starting on Monday, August 25th, and you have 2 options. Number 1, you can enroll with a retail account where you pay full price, you get you'll get the support from me, the other challengers, and access to Team Beachbody and the entire website with all the tools. Or you can enroll with a coach account where you get a 25% discount on all featured programs and purchases and supplements from TeamBeachbody.com. And you can earn a 25% commission if you enroll other people and share the lifestyle with others. That's an option in the future. Okay? Which would you like to do, retail client or coach? I also tell them that the cost of the challenge pack is exactly the same. Which one's better for you? Okay? And then 2 things are going to happen. Selecting the retail or coach. If they choose retail, right? I give one more shot to explain myself. I said, no, it's actually more cost effective to be enrolled with a coach account. Here's the breakdown. And I give them the breakdown. Shakeology in month 2 is $132, and Shakeology in month 2 with the coach account is $115.41, which is, and I tell them that it's $16.59 per month savings. Which would you rather pay, $132 or $115? Guess what? 99 out of 100 people, they're going to enroll with. They don't want to overpay. They want to pay with the Hey coaches, Jonathan Schwanger here. Today's
Okay, so that just, he started over. So that basically was the invite in a nutshell. I like how he broke it down. Kept it. You're muted. Hold on. I'll unmute you. There you go.
Yay!
You're not muted. No, that's basically the invite in a nutshell. I like how he broke it down and made it simpler because the steps keeps it a lot easier to keep track of where you are in this process.
Mhm. It-
I'm one of those people who likes to build relationships too long. So anyways, your turn.
I like how it's an easy to follow along process. It's not like invite, 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 but how do you do that properly? Anyways, it's a lot more in depth, easily under. Idiot proof. It's idiot proof.
It's me approved, and it's me. It makes it hard for me to mess it up, to be really honest. Even though I have managed it a couple times.
I've jumped the gun a couple times and it's got me leave.
Yeah, that can jumping the gun can go one of two ways. You can either get someone who's like, yeah, hey, I'm for it, or you get someone who just backs off entirely, and they either might go to another coach later on, or if you back off a lot and just kind of like go back to normal, then maybe they'll come, but it takes time for them to like, are they gonna sound me? What are they gonna do? Type of a thing. I've done that. I'm pretty.
I've done, like, I was talking to somebody, and they're like, well, I was just giving them information. I wasn't even attempting to do anything Beachbody. I was just trying to catch up. And I was like, oh, this is what I do.
Mhm.
They're like, well, sounds like you're trying to sell me something too. I wasn't going. They're like, oh, let me hear the spiel. And I was like, really? The spiel?
Yeah, no, I've had that happen. I actually just met someone on here, and they're like, I've got someone betting me like $30 you're going to try and sell me a program. I go, that's not my angle at all. I'm like, really, it's all about what someone needs or wants. It has nothing to do with me saying, hey, buy P90X or something. She's like, I wish I could do P90X. I'm like, wait, you don't want me to sell you a program, but
I'm interested in P90X.
yeah.
Like when I went and did the free samples, I messaged a lot of people and I was like, hey, do you want to try them? Because they showed interest on my like page or my Facebook. And I was just like, okay, I'll reach out. You want a free sample? I'll send it to you. I'll send you the link. So I'm your coach. And I probably sent out 100 of them. 30 to 50 responded, and I'm sending them somewhere in there out for samples. And every last one of them that actually replied is like, I was like, hey, we have this 6-day group. Do you want to learn how to recipes for the Shakeology sample? And they're all like, hell yeah. So now I have 30 to 50 people in a group now.
That's cool. But anyways, it's late, and my daughter is waking up from sleeping. I'm not really sure why, but
I go back to sleep.
I don't know. She's crying right now, so I'm gonna go see what's going on.
Okay.
But basically, that was the invite process. Next week we'll go over what comes after invite. Be a product of the product.
Product of the product. Okay.
We'll go over that. I'm just gonna go over the 3 vital behaviors the first couple weeks, just so I have them, and then there we go. Hold on one stop.